Hey everyone, following my review of the Ticwatch E. This has kind of been a long time coming, mainly because there's just a lot of features to go through in the watch, and also I had to get over the flu too, so I had to get my voice back. It's not all the way back. I also had to get my lungs back enough to do some workouts. So I'm going to be going over just a couple things I was really interested in this watch, is whether or not the heart rate monitor and the GPS sensor had improved from the Ticwatch 2, since I'm I'm still a current Ticwatch 2 owner. And I really liked a lot of things about the Ticwatch 2, but those were two things that I really wanted to see improved. But you can see with this, I got the lemon color, which is really bright. And the build quality of it, yeah, it's definitely plastic. I mean, there's no getting around that. I do like it. I think I like the build of the Ticwatch 2 better, but I'm going to be comparing the two of them and then just showing you some of the things that I can do with the Ticwatch E that I can't do with the Ticwatch 2. Where's the nearest hospital? And in the past couple weeks, I felt like I've needed the hospital. But yeah, with this now we have, with Android Wear, of course, we have access to Google Maps. And that is a big advantage to the Ticwatch, upgrading to Android Wear over their own operating system. Even though I do miss some things about that. And I'll be talking about that more. But yes, you still need to be connected with your phone. And the map will pop up on your phone as well, which is also nice because then you can see an expanded view of it. But it is nice to be able to glance down my wrist and just see when the next turn is going to be, rather than look down at my phone. And then I can also select if I'm not driving, if I'm bicycling or walking, then I can navigate in that way too. Okay, on to the more fun part of the review. This is me doing an outdoor walk, and here I'm just testing out the GPS and seeing if it's improved. And it has, yes and no, it has improved as far as as long as I'm connected with my phone, it does seem to work a lot better. But I can't get the standalone GPS, just the built-in GPS on the watch to work by itself, and that is not good. So I'm not sure how much signal I'm getting from the watch and how much I'm getting from my phone. But as you can see with this, I'm comparing it with a Vivo Active, which is paired with a chest heart rate monitor, so I can test out the heart rate sensor. And this is just some of the data fields that I can go through when I'm out hiking or walking. And it does have breadcrumbing. And so that returned from the Ticwatch 2, and I'm glad to see that. And this is just showing the type of terrain that I was walking on. And this is in December, so there's not a dense overstory of leaves to interfere with the GPS signal. And the GPS worked really well. Of course, again, I was paired with my phone, and I think it worked very well, flawlessly, really. The heart rate monitor for the hiking, it didn't do so great. As I climbed up this hill, I was at the top, so you can see it was 123 on the chest heart rate monitor and only 91 on my wrist. So, but that's common with a lot of wrist heart rate monitors, unfortunately. And now some things that I really love about having Android Wear, which is a big advantage. It makes you overlook some of those other things that I miss about the TicWear operating system. Now I can have on my watch a lot of the apps that I've been using on my phone for a number of years. And this is Backcountry Navigator. This is a paid app. You have to purchase this one, but I think it's worth it if you're really into hiking and you need to see more detail, like the topographic detail. And I really like how it's displayed on the watch itself. And here I'm just zooming into my location. So to show me where I'm at in this park. And there we go. So basically it just mirrors whatever's on the phone is just going to mirror that onto the watch. And that little circle there, I hope you can see that. That's where I'm at. And it's just nice to be able to see the topographic lines. And then it has these other data fields, which I really think are useful, especially if you do any kind of mountain hiking. And then I have my exact GPS coordinates, which can be very useful. And I know a lot of people use Map My Run, but I would recommend Map My Hike over Map My Run for Android Wear, because I found that the Android Wear app for Map My Hike has a lot more data fields, and it also has the map that's missing from the Map My Run app for Android Wear, which is weird. I don't understand that because on the Gear Sport I have Map My Run and it does have maps. So I don't know. But anyway, it does have the breadcrumbing trail. so you can see the path that I've taken so far. And one thing I wish it did have the option for a satellite view, because that can come in real handy. But in most cases, this is going to be good enough, I think. And if you're going to go hiking with me, if I see a bird, I'm probably going to stop. Of course, I am a natural resources major, so. And this is a pileated woodpecker, woody woodpecker, if you remember that from years ago, if you're old like me. But yeah, I got to see the bird. And this is just why I like breadcrumbing on fitness watches so much, because it's come in very handy for me. Believe it or not, I've gotten lost in a 50-acre forest. I live in the city. I'm not out in the deep woods or anything. But it's easy to get turned around in these places. So it's nice to have that breadcrumbing to get you back where you started. And I got back. And this is View Ranger. This is another great hiking app that you can also get to on your computer and create your own custom routes. And then you can download those routes to the app on your phone and then sync those to the watch itself. So here it is on my phone. Now I'm going to add it to my watch. The little add button. And then it will transfer it over. There it goes. And then I'll be able to follow that route, which will be kind of fun. Okay, Google. Directions to Garmin Park. And here I am trying out the navigation app for the first time using Google Maps. And I was at a bike path and I just asked for directions to the park that I was in before. And it took a little while to get the position, but once it did, it locked on good and I was off. How it's going. All right, let's see how this works. And it worked. I'm back to the park. Yeah, so overall, my impression of the Ticwatch E is favorable. The battery life, I know, is something that a lot of people have been concerned about, and it's supposed to get 1.5 to 2 days per charge. And I'm not getting that. I'm probably getting about 12 hours, so it's definitely not living up to those claims. As far as comparing it to the Ticwatch 2, I think the heart rate sensor has improved, even though I showed you that little test there with the hiking. For my indoor workouts, like the treadmill and on the exercise bike and even on the elliptical, stuff like that, it really did pretty good. I'm not seeing the erratic behavior from the heart rate monitor like I did with the 2. In the GPS, I have concerns about that, and I'll probably be doing more tests with that. But there's a lot of things I liked about the Ticwatch 2 over the E, mainly just the build quality, just the look of the watch. I think it's just a watch that you can wear in pretty much any situation. It's just the screen was more responsive. Yeah, but I do love the Android Wear, so that kind of opens up a whole new world to me. So some reasons why you might want to purchase a Ticwatch E. Of course, the price is going to play heavily into that, and this is a very affordable Android Wear watch. It does a lot of things. It does a lot of smartwatch features, has a lot of those features, and it's also a fitness watch. I have to say that I think it does the smartwatch features better than the fitness, but the fitness has improved, including that heart rate sensor. I think it has improved over the Ticwatch 2. And of course, with Android Wear, you're going to get Google Assistant and Google Maps, so you can get the navigation and all of that good stuff. And I've also found that the operating system itself is very stable. I haven't had any glitches in it at all. The Bluetooth has stayed connected, and it reconnects when I come back in range with my phone. So that's been really good. And it does notifications very well. You can reply to those notifications, which a lot of people really like to be able to do. And it does have the mic and the speaker. The speaker is a little bit quiet. I would like to see that or hear that a little bit louder, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's decent, I guess I should say. I've also found that the pedometer has improved. The Ticwatch 2 is a little too generous. Sometimes it would catch just your arm movements and count those as steps. And this one doesn't seem to, so I would give a thumbs up on that. Now, something I'm really kind of bummed out about for this watch is the battery life. Of course, the battery life is advertised at being about 1.5 days to 2 days. And a lot of smartwatches, they kind of exaggerate those claims, it seems like. But this one, I'm probably getting maybe about 10 to 12 hours. I mean, it usually gets me through the day. I can take it off at night and it's still a little bit of charge left to it. But I would like to see a better battery life out of it. I would like to have more settings, more control over how the power is used on the watch. And the Ticwatch 2 had those settings, and this one doesn't. I'd like to see that brought over. And another things that I talked about before is the GPS. The GPS it's a built-in GPS, and it's kind of advertised that you can leave your phone at home and go out for a workout and not have to have the watch paired to your phone for the GPS. But I'm not able to get the GPS to work on its own. So I got to take off some major points for that one. Now, I don't know if it's just particular to my watch. Maybe if I have something defective or if this is just the way it's designed. But either way, it's not good. And I do think just overall the watch, the design of it, it's okay. I mean, it's a budget watch. I'm not going to knock it too hard for that. I knew it was plastic when I purchased it, so I'm not going to knock it for that. But I would like to see a little bit better build quality out of it, of course. And then just the screen itself, I found the watch it's less responsive than the Ticwatch 2, so it has a downgraded in that respect. But overall, I think, this is a good watch. I would recommend it, especially if the battery life improves. So I'm going to be doing future reviews of this. Probably about 6 months from now, I'm going to do another review, and we'll see how much it's improved, because there's usually software updates and all that good stuff that can really change how well a watch functions. So make sure you subscribe if you're interested in this watch, and there'll be more to come on it.